You ready to sign some autographs?
Not really. But we gotta do what we gotta do, right? So I'm finna sign something.
Talk about Boogie all day. What's up, man? How you doing? What's up, bro? Case right here, Landon. Robert.
Pulled up to the Florida Gators kids camp today. Every time I take a picture or sign an autograph, I remember what it felt like to be that kid looking up to someone. Now that I'm in this position, I don't take it for granted. These moments matter. A handshake, a smile, a few words of encouragement that can stay with a kid forever.
Can you sign my shoe?
I got you.
Come on, you could have took it off.
Those are Josh?
Yeah.
Josh?
Yeah, I'm the best friend.
It's not just about being a hooper, it's about being a role model. If I can inspire just one of these kids to chase their dreams, to believe in themselves, I'm doing something right.
There we go. Got it. Thank you. Congratulations.
All right, cool.
You think you can follow me? I'll take one.
I got you, bro.
Thank you. It's. Hey, I appreciate it.
Alright, who do I get this marker to? I don't even know who mark I took just now. I ain't gonna lie. I guess it's mine now.
I'm going to Orlando tonight. Because I'm about to go on like a cruise. I'm going overseas.
Okay, I'm from the town.
I'm going overseas.
Alright.
But I'll get on at like 7, bro. Get home here, work out, play with you, nice little
Alright, bro. I know, listen, thank you.
Yeah.
We're gonna be the star of the show. Yeah.
All right, go Gators.
Alright, yes. Nice to meet you guys.
Say hi.
Hey, I'll hear it from the inside. That is a hard. Hey.
Took a few.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, bro. You're the man. I've been watching you. Good luck with everything, brother.
Yeah.
You know I got you, bro.
Thank you, Mo.
For sure, bro.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
Of course.
I know.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the business.
But you got it right.
Bro, I was up
I
late
already
every night.
know. I already know it.
I was here every night trying to get this thing done.
No, you went crazy.
Dang. I'll be out, y'all.
For sure.
Good, bro.
So up to the bar, bro.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing?
Yeah. Just the locker room. New number in the cut. Y'all already know this. Shake number that. Number 0.
Oh, boy, shaky in town.
Yeah. So that's that.
This is one of the things you're going to need to improve. I'm sure you know this, but so you're at the rim, right? Your layups last year, you shot 39%.
Yeah.
Right? You knew that, or you knew it wasn't great?
Yeah, I know.
So that's something I'm sure you've been working on.
Mhm.
But I was like, why? Like I watch you in practice and workouts, and you're super athletic. You're pretty good around the rim. So I was like, let me go through and just watch, and then try and watch some of the NBA guys that are really good at it. But let's watch yours first. I just want you. All right, good work. Have a good work.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Yeah. Got some things I gotta work on. You know? But I mean that's what we do it for, you know, get better. That's why we go hard every day. Well, what is it though? What was I watching? I think I was watching a Mellow podcast. The 7 p.m.
7
Brooklyn.
p.m. in Brooklyn.
I open up my TikTok. I'll be on TikTok like that for real, honestly. I stopped being on that joint. I be just YouTube, Love Island. Yeah, that Love Island something different. It's tough, I ain't gonna lie.
What food spots you messing with down here?
Food spot down here? Gville Seafood and Wings. That joint I put you on to, that joint hard. Bro, watch, after tomorrow, cause We got three days off. You getting me something, bro. But yeah. We're finna get this working though. Whip 1 out of 10. The whip 1 out of 10. The rock. What? 10?
No, yeah, I like that color. I've never seen that.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
In the picture though, it looked better in person.
Oh, for sure. For sure. It's like one of those like, damn.
You gotta see it.
You gotta see it to know how real it is. Yeah, it's real, alright.
I played in Spain for 3 years.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah. I went to Spain for a little bit, bro. I know it was crazy. When we won a gold medal over there.
You was over there?
Yeah.
What part? Malibu. Y'all was in Malibu, right?
Yeah. That joint was nice over there.
Right on the water.
Hey, everybody was on that team, bro.
Who all was on that team?
It was me, Coop, Asa, Sean, Jeremy, Carter, Dave, Ian. What's up, bro? Nice to meet you, bro. Yo. We need 25 card. Yup. 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 Haha, clutch. Oh, that's crazy. Go ahead, make your last shot, bro. Shot. That one the craziest one. Oh, that's cash! Oh. Hey.
My boy, Boogie Fland. My boy. It's been a while. Last time I seen you, we was at the Garden, I think. I think that was the last time. That was a good game.
Hey, that was a legendary one.
Facts.
Since I'm from New York, so that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, we in University of Florida. We at the Swamp.
New home. You know, it felt different here. You know, I like it. You know, I'm enjoying myself. This was more like it felt like a second family, a second home. You know, a new place I call home. And, you know, all my people said it too. You know, it wasn't just me. It came from the ones around me. And I feel like that's big when picking a school. You know, you want to feel like you're welcome here. You want to feel like they want you here, and you want to feel like it's a family.
Nah, yeah. Shout out Heck behind the camera right now.
Yeah, shout out Heck.
They had a vlog. I was watching that like, damn. I told Heck earlier the thing where you saw like your spine moving and stuff. I was like, oh, that looked crazy.
That joint crazy.
That looked crazy.
That's a sports science joint, so we go there, you know, just to like get our movements and stuff. So when we go to weight room, you know, it really applies, and you know, we're doing stuff that's corresponding to us. So yeah.
So before you committed here, transferred here, you was going through like the draft process in New York. So talk about like going through that, like NBA workouts, NBA schedules. We were supposed to link up in New York, but you ended up coming here. So, but it ended up working out. So tell me, like, what was that like going through the draft process and all that decision making?
I mean, that was an experience. You know, I feel like it's one that as a basketball player you want to go through. And for me, you know, it was just learning and, you know, just getting all the feedback I possibly can. You know, I feel like that's the new day and age, new era, you know. And, you know, it's just one to, you know, cherish for me, honestly.
You like, as an athlete before, I've been injured, surgery, just like you. That take a toll on your mental,
It do.
especially somebody like you, like come out killing, then you get hurt. So talk about like going through that and what that was like.
I mean, for that, you know, it was more so the patience that I had to endure. You know, I feel like you see a lot of guys go through injuries in college, and, you know, I feel like college is really a test if you really love basketball or not. And I feel like the injury, you know, it helped me take a step back and look at basketball a different way. You know, I love it a different way, you know. I really cherish it because it can be taken away that quick. You know, and for me, like you said, I was coming out killing. You know, I felt like it was even harder to come back. You know what I mean? Like when you look at so forward at, you know, what can be your future in the NBA, you know, and getting hurt, you know, it happens. But for me, it was more so of just like everything that I had to overcome, you know, the patience I had to learn. You know, but I felt like it was for the better, you know, honestly. You know, I could look at the game a different way, and I could see that I still got some flaws, some imperfections that I could fix before getting to that big league. Because, you know, that big league is not a joke. You know, everybody wants to get there, but when you get there, you want to play. So for me, I'm just looking at it differently, and I'm just excited to keep going. You know, just keep working, and keep improving.
You need rhythm, bro. Like
mad people was telling me, bro, you should have come back. You should have.
That was the biggest. Like any coach that ever see you now is like, yo, he wanted to win for his team. You came out like usually we know you coming off screen, scoring, facilitating. You played your role, came in, got some big wins.
I already knew what coming into the games. I knew what I was already gonna do. Like I'm playing my role. They've been doing this already. I'm just trying to help them, give a little whatever I need to do for y'all. I'm gonna do for y'all, and that's really my message to them and Coach Kyle. You know, and I'm pretty sure they knew that. And, you know, they're always grateful for what I've done. So,
and Kyle even gave you a shout out. You was going through the draft process. He he knew like you were finding looking at other options too. Like talk about like what he meant to you, came to you as when he first you committed to Kentucky, he left, went to Arkansas. What did he like mean for your freshman year?
I mean, me and Coach, we had a special relationship, and you know, we had one that we could communicate. And I feel like that's big when it's a coach and your PG, like you two are the most important guys on the team. You guys need to be connected, and I feel like that was big for us, you know, especially the year that we had, the things that we had to overcome. And if we were connected, you know, the whole team was, and, you know, we were the leaders, we were the alphas, so, you know. I had Unk, we call Nelly Unk, so Unk was hardest work on our team. He made sure, he basically showed us the way of what we need to do to get to that national championship. And, you know, we forever grateful for him, for what he's done for the program, and just, you know, how he helped me look at basketball a different way, you know, just how hard he goes and just never taking nothing for granted, you know, for sure.
So now we at Florida, just saw you with Xaivian Lee workout. Talk about like that backcourt, how that came about. He committed first. It was rumors in the press. Boogie.
It was supposed to be a private meeting, and somehow, some way, they got it to him.
It was rumors, but it ended up happening. You know, he came from Princeton, been great there. Just to watch y'all work out, shoot the lights out together. Talk about that dynamic and how you preparing for that.
I feel like a lot of people is, you know, doubting him, for instance, because he's coming from an Ivy League, but, you know, he's been playing basketball his whole life. I feel like he's gonna come out and show people really what he's about. And, you know, he works hard, down to earth kid. And, you know, just the bond is there. So, you know, if the bond is there off the court, on the court should be a piece of cake.
Nah, yeah, I love it. I can't wait. Of course, Florida coming off a national championship. How big is it for you to come in? Walter Clayton here last year, you probably guarded him and stuff like that. How's it big? How's it for you to come in and they want how is it? Do you want to repeat? Like, is that a big thing on your mind? Like, we was walking around today, people like, oh, you gonna get it done? You gonna get it done? So how's it for you?
I mean, for me, most definitely want to repeat. You know, but
got to.
I feel like it's gonna be harder this year though, for sure. You know, we got a target on our backs, and I'm pretty sure we know that. So we got to come in, you know, just work extra harder than last year. You know, we got to come in with a chip on our shoulder. I'm pretty sure we got people on our team that know what it takes. You know, they fresh off a national championship. So I feel like we got some guys that, you know, they'll lead the way and show us their way, the Gator way.
And what's the biggest thing for you this summer? Like where are you going into the summer? I got to get better at this. I could see me improving in this. What's that for you?
I would say anything, you know, but for instance, I'll say finishing at the rim. You know, I feel like that's a big part of my game that I need to, you know, be more efficient at. Definitely body-wise, weight room, you know, getting stronger. And, you know, just little things I could pick up, you know, from different point guards in the league or different point guards in college, you know. Just certain stuff that I could work on, you know, certain imperfections. And, you know, yeah.
Hey, bro. Can't wait. You know, I'm going to be around. Florida, shout out Florida for the hospitality.
Facts.
Shout out them for that.
That's the Gator way.
Yeah,
You know,
I love that. I love that, boy. My boy Boogie Fland. You already know. Know the vibes.
Shout out Shaky. Shout out Heck. Y'all know the vibes. We out.
Fire.
Facts. Hey, they gonna see this now, but usually they don't see the behind the scenes. They don't really see the behind the scenes, you know.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, or the behind the scenes, or the behind the scenes.
Yo.